U0047 on this CRV hybrid is a gauge control module network fault path. In plain terms, the vehicle may be losing the communication it expects between the gauge control side and related modules, and the driver may notice gauge, display, warning, or audio-related behavior depending on what is affected. The broad fault areas can include the audio unit power and ground, the MCAN wiring, the audio unit itself, the gauge control module, or another related component. Start with the basic system checks and keep the diagnosis structured. If other codes are present, sort out the network diagnosis order first instead of chasing this one in isolation. Also remember, this code may set if the audio unit does not start normally, and an audio unit power or ground problem needs to be checked before blaming a module. Begin the confirmation by turning the vehicle to on mode. That gives you the operating state needed to see whether the fault is present before moving into circuit testing. Next, move to the audio unit power and ground checks. Disconnect audio unit connector A, the 24P connector. Before taking measurements, make sure you have the correct terminal locations for that connector. If the terminal callouts are not available, stop and verify them before probing. Do not guess at terminals. With connector A disconnected, check the ACC circuit in IG mode. The normal condition is 12-volt battery voltage. Then, with the vehicle in OFF mode, perform the listed ground open wire checks. Each ground check should show less than 1 ohms. If this power and ground inspection is abnormal, treat it as a circuit problem. If the power supply side is abnormal, continue with power supply checks to locate the failure before moving on. If the audio unit power and ground path checks normal, move to the MCAN H and MCAN L circuit checks. Disconnect audio unit connector C, the 36P connector, and gauge control module connector B, the 12P connector. Again, confirm the correct terminal locations before probing. With both connectors disconnected and the vehicle in OFF mode, check MCAN H for an open wire. Normal is less than 1 ohms. Check MCAN L the same way. Normal is also less than 1 ohms. Then check for MCAN H and MCAN L shorted wire-to-wire. Normal is more than 1 ohms. After that, check MCAN H shorted to ground and MCAN L shorted to ground. Each of those should be more than 1 ohms. If any of these MCAN checks are abnormal, the fault is in the circuit, not something to skip past. When the circuit checks do not give you a fault, the next check uses a known good audio unit because there is no direct test for that inspection item. Install the known good audio unit and try to reproduce the failure. If the failure still reproduces with the known good audio unit installed, the problem is with other related components. If the symptom or DTC goes away with the known good audio unit installed, the audio unit is considered faulty. If the other inspection items have all shown normal results, the remaining determination is a problem with the gauge control module. Do not jump to that point early. It comes after the audio unit power and ground checks, the MCAN circuit checks, and the known good audio unit check have been worked in order. Keep verification separate from testing. Once the fault path has been corrected, repeat the confirmation conditions and make sure U0047 stays gone. The takeaway is simple. On this code, prove the audio unit power and ground first, prove the MCAN wiring next, and only then use the known good audio unit and remaining gauge control module logic. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.